right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for joining this new episode of my show. Let me just quickly check it out if I have, um, if my audio is beautiful. If you can hear me, you can as well just let me know you can hear me, just to be able to help me here in the studio. By the grace of God, I could see. All right, the sound is good. The sound is great. As you're coming in, I want you guys go ahead and share the video on your page, and let's get more people connected on the show at this point in time. And if you would like me to actually throw a salute to you, go ahead and just let me know if you're connecting, where you're connecting from. By the grace of God, I can see Flora Fire. Thank you very much for connecting at this time. I'm not sure why the internet is not that great this morning. I can see Olufunke Sparkle. How you doing today? All right. I can see Ibioye Anima Shaun Femi Ojo. Thank you very much. Dina Afolabi. Thank you very much. Tola, God bless you. Ismayat. Okay, Tokpe, thank you very much for joining. Lady Angelique. How you doing? God bless you from the UK. Wumi Ademilola. Good afternoon. Liz Ogbuna. Thank you. Olumuyiwa Joseph. God bless you. Edna Ageyere. Thank you very much. All right. So that we will not be wasting time, I want us to go straight to the point for today. And that is, we are actually going to be rocking and rolling on the show today as we ask questions, and then as we actually give out kind of comments and opinions and ideas. But before I go further, I want to just quickly let us know that relationship is not easy. I've been saying it over and over again and again, and I want you to know it's just not about praying. It's not. It's not just about that. There are so many things you need to learn about relationship. So many things you need to know about relationship. Many of us don't care about them. We just want to actually spiritualize everything. There are principles we must know, and we must be able to apply them into our relationship for us to be able to find the peace. Find the peace in relationship. Okay. Now, as from our last conversation, last broadcast, I want to let you all know one thing, and that is, there cannot be smoke without fire. Many people don't understand. They believe some certain women are crazy. They're crazy, and there's nothing you can do to change them. They're just crazy. They're just crazy. All right, something must have changed them. Like the guy who wrote the question for today, the story about his life. The wife is always angry. Not really angry. She's just kind of like really quiet, no longer responding to the parent of the husband the way she should. And the husband is kind of like really worried and all that. This girl has got issue with the sisters and all that. And like I said, there cannot be smoke without fire. Something must have happened. She wasn't like that from the beginning. I didn't mean she was like that from the beginning. The parent of the husband would not have allowed her, their brother or their son to marry that woman. All right, they would not. So, but she wasn't like that from the beginning. And women. One thing about women that I come to understand is anything can break their heart. They can actually be very close to the sisters of the husband. They can actually be very close to the parent, the mother of the groom. And then maybe on the wedding day, maybe after the wedding day, I've listened to people share story of their wedding day experience with me. The family of the wife, they're acting like they're the one who sponsored the wedding. That pissed the man off. Some of them is maybe the family of the husband that will be going all around, making people to see that they are the ones sponsoring this wedding. The family of the bride doesn't have any money. Food can cause issue. Ashwebi can cause issue. The money from the dance floor can cause issue. And you don't understand. There was this story of a bride who was dancing, and the little brother of the husband was the one packing the money. She was calculating the money as they were packing it. She was calculating the money. She saw bills and bills and bills of money falling down on her. And at night, when the nylon bag was handed over to her, she found out that the money that is in the inside of the nylon bag is not as much as what she saw during the time that she was dancing, and that was it. And that caused a lot of problems in the family. And the two sisters, the sister and the wife, they stopped talking. And when they stopped talking, the mother, had to stand. Very funny. You see, now the mother of the groom now is standing behind her own daughter, and the mother of the bride is standing behind our own daughter too. So now there is problem. They're married already. So there is no problem because of money. Okay, somebody must have stolen the money, and I believe it's the sister of the groom that stole that money. I believe that. All right, and many times you'll find out that people will begin to talk about, yeah, but I've apologized, but you didn't undo the stuff very well. You see, it's not about handling it. It's about handling it very well. It's about handling it very well. It's about making the woman know that I'm with you. And that's the part I want men to look at. I want men to see that part. Not just you saying, I've dealt with it. No, you spoke to your mom behind. You dealt with the issue with your sister behind. All right? You should deal with it right in front of that woman. All right? Let her sit down there and tell your parents and tell your sister and tell your mother, this is my wife. That was what I did. That was exactly what I did. All right? I did that. All right? So that's the issue. If you disrespect this woman, you're disrespecting me. All right? Whatever it is that you do to this woman, you're doing it to me. All right? I brought her into this house for her to be here, to be married and to be happy. All right? Any kind of situation that is inside or whatever it is that we are able to see, I want every one of us to know one thing, that she belongs to me. And you need to respect her the way you respect me. If she has done anything wrong, report that to me. I'll deal with it and stop. And then set your sister right. Set your sister right. Okay? And then you can go back and talk to your mom behind and say, Mom, this is my wife. I'm really sorry whatever has happened between the two of you, but you have to take her as your own daughter. And likewise, you now go home and then apologize to your wife, make her know that you are with her, you're fighting for her, understand? And if at the end of the day you are able to handle it properly like that, there is no reason why the woman shouldn't forgive and forget. All right? If you now find a woman that actually refuses to forgive after doing all what you're supposed to do, then that woman needs deliverance. Automatically, she got anger issues before, and then now we are fueling it, and now she's actually displaying that anger, and that kind of a woman is a dangerous woman to live with. All right? A very dangerous woman to live with. So handling the case the way it should be handled is most important. When you handle it correctly, when you handle it right. I am not saying there are no crazy people. I'm not saying there are some people that are having mental issues. All right, we've been talking about that before too. All right, some people, they have mental issues, and when they are talking, you know that these ones are not really in their right state of mind. So, like those kind of a woman of people, you can't blame them. You blame their situation. You blame what is actually wrong with them. Okay, that's why in America, when somebody is actually mentally ill, they don't charge them for killing people. All right, they're going to have to send them to mental institutions, and that's why we get mad that this guy just killed somebody, and at the end of the day, we didn't charge him for murder. They're sending him to a mental institution instead of killing him. All right, he's actually doing, or he or she did what they did on the influence, by the influence of, under the influence of whatever it is that is actually wrong with them. It's not really that they wanted to kill people. It's not really that they want to do something wrong to people. It's just because they are sick. Something is wrong with them. All right. So we need to understand that also. And when you're doing stuff and giving your wife problems, slapping your wife, kicking your wife, always remember this will result into mental issue. It will result into mental situation. All right. So you always want to remember that the brain or the body, the spirit, or the soul of a man is not that tough. All right, not that strong. It's very, very flexible. All right, anything can change anytime, even in the brain of people. When you think too much, it might turn around and become madness. You know, the people you see walking the street today being crazy, if you listen to what they've been through, it might be just ordinary divorce that spin their head around and turn them into crazy people. Okay, that's why I always beg you people, you need to show love to your people, show love to your husband, show love to your wife. Sometimes when they're acting crazy, it's not because they really wanted to act crazy, it's just because something has changed. Something is wrong mentally with them. Something has changed. They need medical attention. They will talk like as if to say they are well coordinated. They will talk like as if to say they are thinking. They will talk like as if to say they are normal. You don't want to take it to be normal. You want to actually suspect. I must have given this woman too much of problems. Now it seems something is wrong at this time. So you need to first of all go and see a therapist, and then therapist will now say, well, I think this needs another kind of level of attention. And then we go from there, and we go from there, and we go from there. All right. There are some people that are very tough. You know, those ones, they can withstand anything. Those ones are very tough. They can withstand anything. They can stay in an abusive relationship for 25 years and nothing's going to happen to them. You know, they are very, very tough people. But not everybody's like that. Not everybody's got that kind of toughness to withstand abuse. Just like some people. All right. Some people, they actually go to church to pray, and prayer actually to them is more of like a therapy for them. To take their mind off of the situation that they are passing through, take their mind off of whatever it is that they're going through in their lives. All right. So I'm going to open my telephone line in case anybody is willing to call. If we didn't get any phone call in, I'm going to shut it down. Just here to actually listen to you guys. I need feedbacks concerning the videos we've been making. If you have any question for me as a man, you disagree with my idea, disagree with my my perception, you disagree with my kind of mindset, you know, feel free to prove your case at this point in time. So my telephone number, if anybody will help me to type it in, is 405-550-5135. 405-550-5135. That's the telephone number to reach me here in the studio at this moment. If you have any question for me, feel free to call in and ask your question. 5135. So if you're calling from outside, of America, all you got to do is just to put +1 at the back of that number. Make it +1 405-550-5135. We cannot always believe that somebody is mentally stable. We cannot always believe that. All right. Always want to have it at the back of your mind when you see somebody behaving in a way, either a man or a woman. So many times it's got to do with mental situation. All right. People are mentally challenged and they are going through situation in life. Many of them are going through depression, hardship, lack of money. You know, some of them are going through abuse in relationship and all that kind of stuff. And then when they call you and talk with you, or when they react, you believe they're okay, but they're not. They're not. You know, sometimes they will talk and then you see, oh yeah, they're okay. It seems like they're mentally okay, but not all the time. People fluctuate. They might be normal at this time and then not be normal again later. So they have gone through a lot, and it has affected them mentally. All right. So, and then for men, I think men should try and understand me here. It's not the time for us to start proving who is at fault or who is not at fault. It's time for us to be responsible as men. That our duty, our responsibility is to actually coordinate the house. Our responsibility is to find out what exactly is wrong. Our responsibility is to actually make sure that we now put an end to whatever it is that is actually going on in the situation and humble ourselves. Okay, to humble yourself is the most important responsibility that God has given to a man. For a man to humble themselves, humble yourself to be able to see, humble yourself to be able to learn, humble yourself to detect what is wrong. It's not the time to be angry. It's not the time to slap. It's not the time to kick somebody. It's not the time to now start yelling. That's not the time for you to be proving points. To be proving point. All right, it is time for us to look into the situation. Humble yourself. Calm down. Humble yourself. Take nonsense. Don't take nonsense. All right, this is from your wife, not from an outsider. Okay, you don't know exactly what the woman is passing through. You don't retaliate. You don't pay back whatever they've done to you. You don't do that. Okay, so the telephone number 405-550-5135. If nobody is calling, I just want to test. I'm actually trying to test run something. I'm trying to test the camera. So that's what I'm trying to do. But if we don't have any phone call, I want to say thank you. Thank you for joining me on this short broadcast. I really appreciate you. And point in time. And God bless you. I'm going to stay here for some few minutes. If we don't have any phone call, let's just turn it down. Thank you very much, Ade. Okay, let's see. Somebody is making a phone call here. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yes, hello.
Yeah, my name is Banky.
Okay.
I'm calling from Ohio.
Okay, you want to contribute on the show?
Yeah, I just want to contribute on the show. I know you said nobody's calling, that's why I decided to call.
Yeah.
My problem has been like on this show, men have been keeping quiet. And
okay.
The way I've been seeing is like it's always about our non in your children. To be the mama, so I'm not going on. I'm absolutely not okay. So I've been battling with it for so long. I tried to say, okay, fine, maybe I'm gonna have the opportunity to get on this show one day and just speak out my mind. But I feel bad about it now, but because look, I think a lot of men are in this country, even though back home, they're not responsible. I don't look for my source. But at the end of the day, remember, I really will. They should treat our own point. Remember, really treat our own building there. Because at the end of the day, out of my experience, moving on, I don't claim that there could have good men out there. But at the end of the day, a lot of them have been unlucky. You support anything. About support to fire, I will slay at the end of the day. A lot of men can shop for you, I will slay him. Because Toba Fabo, continue to sell in Nigeria, no matter how much to spend, so we have to put it together. Then the women you see, they okay, fine, I want to handle him, the power is not in their hands. There are a lot of women out there. A lot of men, they are going through a lot. Maybe few men want to go abuse. Because at the end of the day, and people are really going through hell. Especially me. Men are really going through hell. No, they can't speak out. And I really appreciate it, sir.
You during your conversation, you mixed all the whole stuff together. It's like you don't understand me. You already have your mind on one thing, and that is competition between a woman and a man. You see, the moment you're able to see that there's no competition between a man and a woman, you will understand my position. I'm a man myself. Do you think as a man I will hate my other fellow men? I can't. What I'm doing on this show, I am helping you men. Now you just said something right now that over here, if anything happened in the home, it is the man they will send out. Now, if that man believed in himself and do the right thing, will he come to the extent whereby they will be kicking him out? That is what I'm teaching. You know, excuse me, sir. It is because you have not been following me. You have not been following me. When you marry a woman, sir, yes, sir. When you marry a woman and she turns around to be a bad woman, it is because you refuse to marry the right woman, sir. Are you getting my point? If you married a good woman and the good woman changed along the line and become bad, it is because of one thing you have done. But if you marry a woman and you have been good to the woman, you are paying your bills on time, having sexual relationship with her, you are doing everything possible, and she turned out to be a wicked person, it means that you didn't watch well when you are marrying the woman. She has been bad ever since the beginning.
So if she turns out to be a wicked person, it's the fault of the man.
Yes, sir. It's your fault because you are the one that has the right to choose. You chose the woman. Sorry, the woman didn't choose you, sir. The woman didn't choose you, sir. You saw the woman yourself. You chose the woman. Okay. All right. That's the point. Yeah, that's the point. That's the point. No, that's the point, my brother. That's the point, my brother. That's the point. But when you see people say only you can gilo kokoma mesoe. Before I will ask you to marry me, I will have known you. Martin Moe. Oh, le bege je wa ba mi le ni. Lai kò sí ọkùnrin ẹni wà ọkùnrin wà sensitive ni sir. That man is not sensitive. Ìwà pamọ́ níbo. Ìwà pamọ́ tí o ṣe long distance relationship. If it's not a long distance relationship, we are seeing ourselves every day. No, don't tell me that, sir. You see, it's the responsibility of a man to critically look at the woman before saying, I want to marry you. The moment you actually offer to marry her, it means you have known her. You have accepted her behavior. You have accepted her parent. You have accepted her job. You love the way she smells. You love the way she's acting. That's what you're saying.
Okay, how about a woman that have not raised her hand towards the man for the past 8 years?
Yes.
The 9th, the 10th years, and she start raising her hand.
Something happened before after the 10th, the 9th year. Something happened. You need to go back. Now you see, sir, you are not talking, sir. You are not talking to a mumu here. Yes, sir. Excuse me, sir. You are not talking to a mumu here, sir. Something happened. You see, before you see a change, there must have been something that happened before a change can occur. So you will now go back to like the 9th or the 8th year and say what exactly happened between that time and this time before this woman changed. So you now sit down and then you deal with the case. If it's matter of you prostrating and apologizing, you do so. If it's matter of you confessing a sin, you do so. And then your marriage will become normal again. That is the stuff. You see, the Americans that gave women upper hand over men here, you think they're stupid? They're not stupid. They understand what goes on. They know.
What I believe is like what implies to men implies to women as well. As long as the man is not like a man that is in his right senses to raise his hand and hit his wife. That's the same thing. No matter what happens, the woman does not have that right to say, okay,
there are so many things can happen. So many things can happen. Excuse me, sir. Ṣé kó tó dé level pọ̀ obìnrin. Kó tó dé level pé. Kó tó dé level pé obìnrin eré ìsọ̀wọ́ ẹ̀ kó gbá ọkùnrin létí. Ó ti wọ́n ọkùnrin yẹn like 50 times. Ó ti wọ́n ẹ̀ like 50 times. Pé nǹkan tó ń ṣe ìmọ̀ lẹ́yìn o. Sir. Sir, hold on, you don't want to understand this point. You are actually looking for. It seems like you are looking for a slave. If you want to marry a slave that will not talk, that have no right, it's different. Yeah, I because I'm a man myself. Because I'm a man, I am a man myself. No, your point is not holding. I'm sorry. Your point is not holding. You are not thinking logically. Because if it's logical, you will understand process. Of course. Because of because I'm a man myself. I'm a man myself. I'm not a woman. But sorry, sir. But sorry, me. I have to take another call. I'm sorry, sir. I don't understand. You see, any man that is doing this now being looking for a way of making competition with a woman, that person doesn't understand this. Hello?
Hello, sir.
Hello, ma'am.
I'm calling from London.
God bless you, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you very much, Pastor Shola. I
Yes.
really like the way you treat that case.
Yeah.
You know what? We all know the good and the side of everybody.
Yes.
I'm sorry to say this, that the daddy that just talked now, say in America, in abroad. No, it doesn't work like that. American, London, they are not crazy. The government, they are not crazy. Now you one time I just say we are one obìnrin sókè ní ìlú èyìnbó ju Nàìjíríà lọ. No.
Yeah. It's a lie.
A lot of women, papa ni wọ́n ti gbọmọ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ lọ́ti gbé fún ọkùnrin tó tọ́jú ẹ̀. There is a bad person in each sex, male or female.
Of course.
Ìkọ́kọ̀ kan lọ ni. So tó bá fọ crazy. You can't be crazy abroad.
No.
Allow it. We never allow it. I want me to take if I talk about who tells you. I just go I'm telling you about myself. I just go through divorce. And I'm the one that really do the work. Everybody know, all the family know. The law say I have to do it 50-50 and I have to give my hands equally for what it doesn't work for. Yeah. I didn't have because that's what the law says. So why do I say this way you put on my friend you run near Nigeria? It's because in Nigeria you can do anything you want for a woman.
Of course, there's no law there. Yeah.
And if they take you to the judge, even the judge, that's the way he's treating his wife at home. So
yeah.
The law there in Nigeria is not working. So don't come to the line and say this and say that. If you are good, you are good. If you are bad, you are bad.
You're bad.
A woman is bad, a man is bad.
Of course.
There is a good husband, there is a good wife.
And if you succeeded in marrying a bad woman, now, madam, if you succeeded in marrying a bad woman, it's your fault.
Yes.
Because you are the one that didn't critically look at the life of the person before jumping into bed with her.
Yeah, it's like me. When they will say, hey, your husband do this, I will say no. I know it's from the beginning. It's me that I want to be there for 20 years.
You see what I'm saying?
I know it's from the beginning.
Yeah.
The truth has to be said.
You have to accept your fault. It's your fault.
Yes, from the first time Timothy married, that I get pregnant early. And I don't want to be having children here and there and there.
Yeah.
That's why I stayed there for 24 years.
Yeah.
So I know it from the foundation. I know it.
Yeah.
So don't let us come here and show them Ojutila.
Abi now.
Ojutila.
Abi now.
Please, I'm really sorry. If our generation is at our cap, am I can train our mother?
Abi now.
Train our children to be good.
Yeah.
Woman or
yeah. That's why we're standing here and telling them the truth, but they just don't want to listen to the truth. No. This is supposed to be the Bible standard. This is supposed to be the way you treat your wife correctly. Okay? So if at the end of the day you are not treating them correctly, the law will come over and make you to do so.
Yes, I make it correct.
Yeah. That's what it's all about.
Thank you, sir.
God bless you, my sister. Thank you for calling.
Yeah, bye.
All right. Now the telephone line is still open, but I'm not going to believe that. See, I've been saying this over and over. I'm a man myself. I'm not actually against myself. I'm not attacking myself. I'm not trying to put myself in a cage. But what I'm trying to make you to understand is that there is a responsibility for the man. There's a responsibility for a man. You are the one who picked the wife. And then the mistake of the woman is that you said, yes, I do. You accepted it. Say yes. Okay, when the guy called you and said, will you marry me? As a woman, you're supposed to say, let me go think about it. No, I'm not marrying you. So many people will jump on it without thinking. So at the beginning, it was your fault. Okay, you didn't take your time to watch the woman very well. You didn't go and hire a counselor to look into it, a coach to look into her life. You didn't spend time with the woman. You didn't see what you're supposed to be seeing. And like I've said it many times, many of us just look at the packaging. We look at the breast and the bum and the lips and the face and the good job and the education and the mother. And that's all we look at. Oh, Omo Koni. Oh, Omo Oh, Babalaye Koni. Oh, this. You don't say that's not the issue. You don't do that. You don't just go by that. You go by the character of the person. What kind of a person is he? Is this guy? Is this woman? Is she well trained? Is she well cultured? Look at the way of dressing. Look at the kind of God inside of the person. And then when we don't even have God in us, how will we pick the right person? Almost gaffel everybody. All they know how to do is to go to parties and go to parties. And you know. You go to parties, you go to party all the time. You go and marry somebody from a party dog. Who has to obey life? He can't obey you. He can't obey you. Like, I'm telling you. So you need to understand it. Don't come here and be actually saying some nasty, stupid stuff. It's your fault. If before a good woman, let me tell you this again. Before a good woman, we actually raised our hands up and slap a man, she must have won that man 500 times. She must have endured a lot from the hands of the same man. From the hands of the same man. Must have endured a lot from the hands of the same man. So one thing I'm saying here that men don't want to understand, God placed you in the position of leadership. Why are you competing with the person that God has given unto you to lead? Why? Why exactly are you competing? God placed you in the position of leadership. What exactly is the competition between you and the person that is supposed to be led? You are the leader. You're supposed to lead. You're going to do everything to lead. And as a leader, you are not a boss. You're supposed to be able to now bring the person that you're supposed to lead side by side. You see, I don't understand. If you are a very good manager at work, the people that are following you as a manager, they obey your instructions at work. You know exactly what to do to them. You know exactly what to do to them. It's not about their salary alone. They believe in you, they trust you, they tell you all manners of good stuff. They give you recommendations. You're a good manager, you're a good people person, you're a good this. The same way you are managing people outside at your place of work, that's what God wants you to do in your own home. You respect the person, bring her close to you. Look at her weakness. Look at her strength. Look at her capacity. Look at the abilities she's got. Develop her or put her in line. And then you'll find that you begin to lead. You will lead and then she follow you. Alright? But because you are busy competing. Let's make this call. Hello? Hello? Can you please turn your computer on? We're hearing the sound.
Okay, sorry.
Hello?
Okay. Hello, yeah. My name is Lizzie. I'm
Okay.
calling from Dallas, yes.
Okay.
I'm watching this show live right now.
Okay.
You know, what you're saying it makes a lot of sense because no woman changes all of a sudden.
No.
You know?
Pounded yam, eating pounded yam every day will make you fat later. Am I right, man?
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
There is something that you can't just say, why did you just turn fat? She's eating pounded yam now. Now, when you just have baby, it is possible for you to have big belly because of the baby fat. Am I right?
That's right.
Okay. Why will your husband now ask you, why do you usually become fat in the belly? She just had a baby. Something must happen for something to change. Fire on, man.
Yeah. So, like you're saying, a woman cannot just wake up and change. It's either when you proposing that you did not pay attention to her character, or you saw her character, you said, oh, maybe she will change tomorrow. You cannot change nobody. Nobody changes anybody.
Yeah.
That is who she is. You probably did not pay attention to her character, or she did not pay attention to his character.
Yeah.
Or maybe you say, let me just get into the marriage. I'm going to change you. I'm going to change her. You cannot change nobody.
You know. So when you refuse to look at the character of a woman when you are dating them, when it's only the breast you are looking at, it's only the breast. It's only how you're going to take her to bed that you are calculating. Yeah, you saw her when she slapped. You brought her to America. Yeah.
She told him before she left Nigeria, I'm not coming to America to work for you.
You know.
to America. She didn't work. He was the one he worked for so many years.
Yeah.
But the people called her, this is not the right girl for you. Leave this girl.
Yes.
She flex too much.
Yeah.
He said, no, she's beautiful. That's what he wants. He wants a beautiful girl.
A beautiful girl.
She dumped him.
Oh, she will. She'll find another very nice six-pack man here when he goes to America.
Yes.
What are you talking about? You see, that's the stuff. Then you now turn around and want to blame other people for your own mistake.
For your own mistake, that's right.
Thank you, Marion, for calling. God bless you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So these are the things that you need to understand. You are supposed to be leader. You don't compete with women. You're supposed to take responsibility. Take the fault. It's your fault. Anything that happens in a relationship is your fault. So if the woman is behaving in a certain way, you need to understand, when did this start? How come? What did I do? How can I help this situation? How can I be able to change things around? These are the things you need to go look into. Instead of you coming here and be competing women, these women that is supposed to balance things up. I don't balance nothing up. Nothing is supposed to be balanced up. Okay? When everything is fine, you want to be the leader. When there are challenges in the relationship, then you not say, oh, she's the one that is at fault. No. You don't blame her for whatever is happening in the relationship. You are the very first one who saw her. You are the very first person that saw her, and then you say, yes, I want to marry this girl. So when you say you want to marry the girl, you're supposed to now be attentive. You're supposed to have to be vigilant. You're supposed to have to be very sensitive and start watching and start looking at stuff. Don't let the breast and the bum carry you away. Be looking at the inside. What kind of character does he have? Does he have God? Does he go to church? Does he serve God? Is he quiet? Is he humble? Is he reasonable? Does he think well? And all kinds of stuff. Okay? You know to put out to test many times. Try and see. Just make her angry a little bit. See the kind of level of anger she's going to demonstrate. Tell her you're coming to pick her by 4. Don't come until 7 o'clock in the evening. And see the kind of reactions she's going to put up. That is going to show you the kind of person she is. That's who she is. She's not ever going to change. Oh, the people know how to hide things. They don't hide things. You are sensitive. You are the one that is not vigilant enough to see it. The day you saw your girlfriend slap somebody, that's the day you're supposed to run. That's the day you're supposed to run. You're not supposed to manage things. We've been teaching people the red flag, the green flag, the yellow flag of marriage, but they refuse to want to listen. Take it as your fault. Your marriage is not good today because of you. You are the one who messed up. It's your fault. It is not the fault of any other person. If you as a woman, you are married to a bully, it is your fault as a woman because he has been a bully ever since. Okay? When the first day, he came to pick you up, and then you guys are supposed to go, and he's telling you, nonsense, why will you be keeping late? Come into the car, go till like, and then a boyfriend is raising his voice at you like that, and the boyfriend is intimidating you like that, and then you are still with the guy. That's the guy you're supposed to run away. So if you marry such a guy, it is not the devil, it is you that is blind. It is you that is blind. A boyfriend is slapping your face and saying, what are you doing there with that guy? I saw you over there. And he has finished slapping you before he allowed you to explain yourself. And you are still with the same guy. You're a mumu. Stop. You are not supposed to be with the guy. You're supposed to move away from the guy. That is why the guy asks you, will you marry me? It means that the man has released the power to you to say yes or no. The moment that guy popped the question and said, will you marry me? Just tell him, no, I'm not marrying you. I've been trying to watch you all this while, but you are not, your records are bad. Your records are bad. You didn't pass my test at all. You are a failure. I'm not marrying you. All right? Do you remember how many times you slapped somebody? You remember how many times you yelled at me? You remember how many times you slapped me? You remember how many times you kicked me? And now you're asking me to marry you? No, I'm not marrying you. All right? Thank God you asked the question. Let us end the relationship here. And then walk away. Never you go there. Never you go there and be saying, it is better for you not to have a husband. Better for you to live your life by yourself than for you to go ahead and be running after a man that will actually kill you eventually. All right? So when men are doing what they're doing, they don't know. Sometimes they don't know. It's because that's how we men are. Okay? That's how we men are. All right? So that's the issue. That's the issue right there. You see, when you are getting married, that's the time for you to choose right. Choose the correct person. And after God has given you the correct person, now go ahead and keep your relationship good. Maintain a good relationship. Keep on building your relationship. Keep on nourishing your relationship. When there is a situation, don't ever sweep it under the carpet. Always deal with it. Always deal with the situation all the way to the ground. All the way to the ground. Deal with the situation all the way to the ground. Don't deal with the situation halfway. Don't believe that, okay, at it's all turning here. No, don't believe that it's over. Don't believe no. There are certain things you still have to do. And then the heart of a woman is in from the heart of a man. All right? So when you say, oh, what's turning here, don't do it. Don't believe it's over. It is not over. It's a continuous thing. You have to continue to. The nature of a woman is different. So for you to be married, you have to go and first of all read about women. If I tell you how many books I've written, I've actually read about women, behavior of a woman, the character of a woman, the temperament, how women respond to things, how women respond to words, how women respond to thoughts, how they respond to bully, all kinds of. I've been reading a lot of books. So for a man, you are a husband, you're supposed to study for your marriage. Read for your marriage. Study for your marriage. Let your marriage be known to you. You know, be the doctor of your own marriage. Okay? Be the professor of your own marriage. You know, be the engineer of your own marriage. It takes a lot to do that. For you to be able to do that, you have to have knowledge. It's knowledge. It's not competition. For you to be able to know what your position, who you are as a man, you think it's a joke? It's not a joke. Who you are as a man is a position of leadership. That's the position of leadership. So for anybody who wants to be a husband must actually go and study leadership. Go to a leadership school. Okay? You have to go to leadership school. You have to understand what leaders go through. You have to understand what leaders go through. If the whole organization should fall, it is the fault of the leader. You guys know how to point finger at pastors. When something is not going right, it is the pastor. When something is not going good, it is the pastor. Now, you don't understand that the pastor's job is just the same as the husband's job. The job of a pastor is as equal as the job of a president of a country. The job of a president of a country is equal to the job of a husband in the home. You are the leader. Go to leadership school. Go and learn how to carry your wife along. Learn the language of your husband, of your man. Learn the language of your wife. Know her temperament. Anybody of you, if I ask you that, what's the temperament of your husband, of the category where your wife falls in temperament? You may not know. Some of you don't even know. Some of you don't even know what temperament is all about. Some of you don't even know the character of your wife. They don't even know. So these are the things you need to go and study. Go to leadership school. You will understand that the responsibility of the home is in your hand. And it's not going to be by bullying a woman that will make a woman to respect you. You don't demand for respect. You don't demand for respect. You work for respect. It is your attitude that will bring respect to you. It is your mindset that will bring respect to you. It is your humility that will bring respect to you. Okay? It is your openness that will bring respect to you. It is your transparency that will bring respect to you. So for you to be respected is a work. It's not because you are a man. We don't just respect a man. We respect a husband. Oh, I'm saying something here. We don't just respect a man because you have a penis or you have muscles. All right? We respect a husband. Who is a husband? The one that is the representative of Jesus in the relationship. That's the one we respect. That's the one we respect. We respect a husband. We don't respect a man. So, but men want the respect. They want the respect without working for it. They want the respect by fire, by force. But when you assume the position of a husband, the one that is in Christ, the one that the word of God is dwelling on the inside, the one that has believed and submitted himself into the hands of God and is being led by the Spirit, now he knows how to love his wife as Christ loved the church. Then the woman will have nothing to do but to respect him The same way God wants him to be respected. That's what it is. Men are not being respected. It's our husband that are being respected. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's the joker for you. If you don't understand, this is what you make you to understand it. It is time to stop competing. The competition is not working. You don't compete with a woman. You are the head. You are the leader. You are supposed to be the one that leads. The ones that leads. That's what you're supposed to be. It's a big responsibility. I celebrate men that are humble. I love men that don't complain. I love men that don't shift their pain on somebody else. I love men that take responsibility of their own problems and their shortcomings and mistakes. That they will look into your face and say, Pastor, it has been my fault all the while. I failed as a husband. All right? Those are men I respect. People who know it's not because my wife is crazy. Something turned out to be crazy. Or maybe I married the wrong person. I'm sorry. I think I didn't watch well. I think I saw the red flag, but I ignored this. These are men that I respect. I don't respect men that come here and be saying nonsense. Okay? Come in and be shifting their own problem, blame on somebody else. Take responsibility of your mistake. And if God should give you a second chance, do it correctly. Do it right. If God should give you a second chance, do it right. That first woman is gone, she's gone. All right. Now you're about to enter into another one. Then you should know by now that the very first thing you have to do is to first of all go to leadership school. When you pass leadership school, then you now assume the position of a husband who is in Christ. Then you see how things are going to work for you. Then you see humility in action. Then you see that ego will not be part of your life. What is the ego for? Ego is going to ruin you. Pride goes before the fall. All the time. Pride goes before the fall. All the time. Pride. Whenever you're proud and you're... That's when fall is coming for you. Humble yourself. Take your faults. Receive the blame. Now tell yourself, I need to do it right again. Then you have to now go back to school and study well. And then when you come back out, then you lay a very good foundation. And then you keep on building correctly. Correctly. That's it. You're not supposed to be competing with a woman. Woman competing, what? Why? You are the one that is making your wife to ridicule you when you are competing with her. You are not supposed to compete with her. You are supposed to lead her. And leading a man is not leading her with a iron rod. You don't carry an iron rod to lead a woman. Now, one thing that you need to understand is that God gave man the control over every other thing he has created. The only thing he didn't give control is the control over other people. He didn't give control of men, other people, to any other man. So if you want to lead, you're going to have to lead you being inside of Christ, who is the head of the home. So you have to connect to Jesus. You have to learn the ways of Jesus. You have to drink the water of life. You have to be filled with the Spirit. And then you will now be able to have the ability to lead humans. You will lead people because you have what you have. That's why you will not understand. Many people look at it and say, why are people so dumb? Why are they following pastors? Why are they following pastors? You don't understand, when they put a pastor in the position of leadership, they believe he's called, he's filled with the Spirit of God, he's got the anointing, and people want to gravitate towards God, so they follow him. They follow him because there's something in him that other people don't have. There's something in him that other people don't have. So people follow blindly. They follow blindly, which is not supposed to be. But you know one funny thing? In the home, you will continue to fight. You will continue to compete. If you as a man, you refuse to go and give your life to Jesus, you will not see any reason why you need to step up. You will not have the ability to be a leader if you are not in him. He is the one that will give you that ability to be able to walk and not fall. And not fall. I am a man myself. I'm not anti-men. I love men so much. I don't want this nation, America, London, Canada, to swallow men up. We can make it here. What we need is a change of attitude and change of mindset. All right? We're still going to remain in power. We're still going to remain as men. We're still going to be the leader. But we need to change our mindset. Don't look at the way they live in Africa to live here. If you do, you enter into a situation that is beyond your control. You are here in America. You know the law. You have read the Bible very well. Understand it. Love your wife. The moment you're able to love your wife, you will not do anything that will bring disaster into your home. I'm not sure what you're looking for outside. There are so many things men are doing, and then they believe that, oh, women should forgive, they should just forgive. How many times do you think women will forgive and forgive before they will break down? Or how many times do you think they will forgive and before they will go crazy? All right? If it was supposed to be you, are you going to actually take all these things you are giving to the women? No, you won't. But if we as men, we can borrow our self-brain and say, okay, one thing I have to do is this. I need to change my mindset. Now, that statement of Okololori Aya, it's a good statement, but the interpretation in Africa is poor. Now, you have to go back and then redefine that statement and know exactly what the statement is actually requesting for. Now, the statement is a statement of responsibility. It's a statement of responsibility. The statement is the statement of responsibility. What does it mean? Olori mean the head. You are supposed to provide. You're supposed to shield. You're supposed to protect. You're supposed to make happy. You're supposed to, it's your responsibility. Oh God. You see, if men, you are running after your wife's money, who the first head, you want to be the head. The only time when you become aggressive is when you want to take control of your wife. When you want to take control, now you are the one that's supposed to be providing, doing all kinds of stuff here. You didn't do all that, but then you are being aggressive. Now, if you don't even have money, at least you will always have appreciation. If you don't have anything. So the level God has placed you is the position of responsibility. To be the head means that you are responsible for so many things. To be the head, it means you are responsible for so many things. And those many things, you must actually be good at doing them. Okay? Covering your family, protecting your family, providing for your family. Very important. Leading prayers, calling them to the altar is very important. Leading them to church, very, very important. Buying things for your wife, doing all manners of things to make your wife at peace. That's what the position of leadership is. You see, when we look at the president of Nigeria, all of us will be shouting, Buhari is no good, oh, he's not providing water, oh, you can shout on Buhari, right? Oh, Buhari is bad, oh, he's not providing jobs, oh, you are shouting on Buhari, right? Oh, Buhari is crazy, oh, electricity is not constant, oh, you can shout on Buhari now, understand? Donald Trump, he's crazy, oh, he has turned the law upside down. Oh, it's Donald Trump, right? Oh, now we are not saying he's the man. You are saying no. Because Donald Trump is the head. Buhari is the head. Understand? So, but now we're not saying it is the man. We say no, it's not the man, it is the woman. No. So automatically it must be the citizens of Nigerians that are bad. It's supposed to be the citizens of America that are bad, not Buhari and not Donald Trump. But the issue is that if you want to do it correctly, any organization that fails is the head. It is the head that we're supposed to attack. It is the head. That is his responsibility to coordinate. It is the head. That is his responsibility to manage. It is the head. That's to protect the place. So the moment there's no protection, no security, no electricity, no water, we all go to the head. We all go to the head. It is your responsibility as a man to do it all. Unless you want to actually release yourself from that position of being the head of the home and be the bottom. Do you want to be the bottom and let your wife be the head? Do you want to do that? Okay, do you want to do that? So if you have not been understanding what I'm talking about, I think this little bit of illustration supposed to now make you to see it. When a nation is going down, he's the head. When an organization is going down, he's the head. When a church is going down, he's the pastor. So also when a family is going down, he's the husband. All right? So that's it. That is the stuff. Very simple and straightforward. So if a marriage is not going right, the man should go check himself. Like we always say, president should go and resign. Let the president resign and give another person a chance to try it. Let the chairman resign. In America, CEOs resign. Presidents resign. They get away from this. Okay? So because they have failed. It's their responsibility. They couldn't do it. They failed. They resign. So, but when we come into marriage, then the men will now start pointing to the women. It's not. You are the head. You want that statement? You want that statement of Kololoriaya? Okay? You have to actually be able to work for it. We have elected you to that position. Okay? We didn't even vote for you. You assumed the position by fire, by force. It was a coup. Now you are the head of the family. Good job. Now you need to start acting as one. We need to start pointing fingers at you. We need to start telling you it's your fault. You need to now start admitting that it's my fault. You need to now go and look for a way of making the country good. And that's your own country too. Because the marriage is a nation. Marriage is a nation. That is your own country. You are the president. All right? So do it right. Do it right. Edna, you want them to resign? Don't let them resign, please. Don't let them resign. So my telephone number is still open for anybody who would like to call. You want to call in 405-550-5135. That's the telephone number. So it's like this is your first time listening to him. This is women more. Okay, I don't know who this person is talking to. All right. So the telephone number is still on there, 405-550-5135. 405-550-5135. That is the telephone number to reach me in the studio at this moment. You see, the plan for us is to hold men's meetings. Hold men's meetings where we would discuss all of this stuff gradually for us to be able to understand. That this is how we work things out. You know, we want to start men's meetings just for men alone. We don't want women around except for the people that will bring us food and drinks. And then by the time you give us food and drinks, we will let you go. So when we finish the meeting, we'll call you back to come, because there are secret things, things that we need to talk to ourselves about, and that will make things work. But the problem that I have is that you call men's meeting, they won't come. They won't just come. And then if they're able to come, it's going to help a lot of homes. It's going to transform their life. Let them think correctly. Let us listen to their challenges. Let's listen to them. Some people are stuck in the past. You know, they're stuck in the past. They're still looking at how their fathers treated their mothers and stuff. You know, that's what they're still looking at. So, and it's still the same thing with Christianity. Some people are stuck in the past. For them to be able to come to the present time, they can't. They don't see how to. So if they will come, it will be a good stuff. It will be a good stuff for us to rub minds together, ask questions, and let's be able to clarify things and teach you exactly how to run things. You know, how to run things. If they will come. But we are going to try it. Instead of we just going all around doing couples meetings, we're going to break it into two. And then we do men's meeting, and then we do women's meeting. So we're going to do, separate meetings so that we can be able to address issues that are affecting men, issues affecting women at the same time. There are so many men in abusive relationships, not because they want to be there, but it's because they have neglected a lot of things that they didn't do and stuff like that. And they are not able to talk about it because of the ego. The ego of a man won't let a man cry out for help when they are in abusive relationship. All right. So, but when we come into meetings like that, we'll be able to discuss things and be able to advise ourselves in what to do by the grace of God. And then that's going to help in getting men and women prepared for relationship also. Prepare for relationship, for the single brothers to come. Let them come and listen to what is expected of a man. And hopefully they'll come. So we're going to try it. We're going to look into it just to try it, because I really don't want men to be saying, oh, Pastor Lai is against men. Pastor Lai is against men. I'm not. I'm not against men. If you can enter into my head, you will see that in my head, I'm thinking about your goodness. In my head, I don't want you to marry a slave. I want you to marry somebody who is a wife, someone that will be your partner, and you have to treat them as one. We want divorce rate to reduce to 0. Okay? When we marry right, let's marry right, and we marry right, and we live right. You see, that's my prayer. That's my prayer for women to reference their husband, respect them, support the dream, and let the men respect their wives and support their dreams. And let all of us continue to live together under the same roof, having so much fun together and stuff. That's my prayer. That's what I prayed for. I'm not just here on social media shouting for the past 15, 16 years, and for me to actually destroy a home, or for me to actually put men in a cage and actually make them miserable. No, I'm seeing the way things are going, divorce here and there, because of lack of understanding. Majority of all these divorce we're seeing all around is because of lack of understanding, lack of good orientation about marriage. Lack of good orientation about marriage. That's the problem that we're having. People don't understand what marriage is before they jump into it. So let us open your eyes before you jump into marriage. And if you are already in marriage, let us teach you exactly what to do to be able to keep your marriage going on. All right? That's exactly what I need to teach people. And you see it. You will find out, like the other guy who said he met me in London, and that he doesn't like my face, doesn't like looking at me, he hates me so much. But when he came across me in London, it was like, whoa, he saw me in a different way. I have this passion for homes to be together. I hope, Pastor Shola, is there a way you can partner with Nigerian churches in America to teach this truth? I don't know. Nigerian pastors are difficult to come by. For you to be able to relate with Nigerian pastors is difficult. Every one of them, they have their own little caucuses and stuff like that. They don't like this set of people. They don't like that person and all kinds of stuff. They all have it. So penetrating them. That's why I don't beg to preach. I always sit down in my corner. Every time you see me go out, people reach out to me and say, Pastor, please, can you come over and do this? Pastor, come over and do it. So I do it based on invitation. I don't intrude. I personally don't like people begging to preach in my church. When you come to town and you're saying, Pastor, I'm in town, can I come and be a blessing? I don't like you. Okay, I hate you. I only like the people that when they're in town, they only call me and say, I'm in town. It is me that will now think about it and say, okay, probably this guy's got this anointing. It may be a blessing to my church. How be the one to now say, okay, I'm extending the hand of fellowship towards you. Please come to my church and bless my people, sir. Do you have the time? At that point in time, we will be able to respect you, and we're going to be able to honor you. So if I don't need you, I don't have to call you. You don't have to make me to call you. You don't have to pressurize me or sit upon my neck. Understand? So if I know that my members are lacking in this area, I am not the deliverance minister, but my own deliverance, I deliver people from the beginning. I deliver you from hunger from the beginning to go to school. When I teach you to go to school, it's deliverance. All right? When I teach you to marry the right person, it's deliverance. So for me, I'm not the fire brigade kind of deliverance minister that will deliver people when problem has started. So if I need your service, then I'll call you. Nigerian churches are adding their own, so sometimes I wonder where they get their manpower from. All right, so that's how we work it. I'm not sure Nigerian pastors will want to do anything. We don't even have any association here in New York City. There is no association of pastors. No, we don't have it. Please focus on your calling. Maintain your lanes, sir. If they want to partner with you, they call and come to you. I know. So that's how we do it. And but what I want to do is that to come to cities and go to countries and let's go organize men's meeting. I think that is the most important right now. The most important right now. We have been able to set we've been able to set women straight. We've been able to set women straight already. Let's start with men now. Let's start holding men's meetings. Let's talk to men. Let men call in. Actually, we men we don't like asking questions or talking when women are around, because we believe that you see the ego thing is the ego thing. So probably we have to have our own. We're going to have our own meeting days. When I come to any state or country, we have to have a day for men, and then we can have a general day for others. All right. So maybe that's what we're going to do. All right. Thank you very much, everybody. If there's no more phone calls today, I really want to say thank you for joining this broadcast, very short broadcast and stuff. But I believe somebody must have learned one thing or the other. Somebody must have learned one thing or the other during this particular show, and then take it home. You as a man, you are the president of your home. Make it work. All right. Go and learn something. Go to leadership school. Go and learn how to be a good leader. Go to relationship school. Go and learn how to be a husband, the best ever. All right. So go and learn that. All right. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. And make sure you share this video with somebody on your page. Let more people connect to it. And if you have any kind of question for me, feel free to ask me. And if you want to do counseling with me or a coaching session with me, feel free to call my number. I charge $100 every hour, and that's 60 minutes, $100. And I have the $250 package, unlimited package, for people who would love to actually spend more time with me. I don't want you to be spending $100 every hour. It's going to be too much. So $250 for unlimited sessions. So feel free to call me if you need counseling. You need me to discuss something with you. You need me to actually encourage you on something. Or you have a question for me. When you have a question for me, you don't have to pay me, all right? It's a question pertaining to what I'm teaching, all right? So I will answer you right there by the grace of God. So thank you very much, and I love you guys. God bless you. See you guys later on the flip side. Bye.